short, but it'll be very helpful for you for analyzing paragraphs and translating things. I have a paragraph from dochinese.net. It's pretty basic, but yeah. And then we're also going to be learning about 4-word idioms. So I'm going to put this slide up on Google Classroom, and then you guys can follow along with the paragraph later. But for now, we can go over here. Right, let me refresh the page. Okay. So, okay, so that's the name of the paragraph, 美国出生的中国人, which means American-born Chinese, Chinese people born in America. I think this website's pretty cool because it gives you like the pinyin, the words, the translation of like the whole sentence and just like the individual words. So yeah, wait. Exactly. So. So I don't know if you guys could hear it from my computer audio. If you couldn't, whoops. But we're gonna read it again together. You can read along at home if you want. I'm just gonna read it slowly the first time. And then the second time I'm gonna read and translate with you guys at the same time. So 美国出生的中国人，美国有很多从中国移民过来的人，他们的孩子是在美国出生的，因为这些孩子是在美国出生的中国人，所以很多人叫他们 ABC, which stands for American Born Chinese. 很多美国人认为 ABC 都会说流利的中文，因为他们看起来很像中国人，但是其实并非如此。虽然每个 ABC 不一样，比方说有些去过中文学校，但是有很多 ABC 是完全不知道怎么读中文和写中文。
Hello.
Hi. 大多数的 ABC 能听得懂中文，但是不太会说。我知道这一点。
我会说。
I know, but I'm reading the paragraph. Wait, whoops, I'm so dumb. My screen share wasn't on. Oh, that's bad. Anyways, these were the slides, and I had this like paragraph on.
Oh, these are easy, but like.
I know, but.
A lot of people don't know it.
Wait, who? What? This is an easy intermediate paragraph, but for the sake of this lesson, because
I know all these words.
Are you Nathan?
No.
Wait.
I'm Jeremy.
Very cool. Anyways, is this your first time? Okay, for the rest of the class, here's the rest of it. ABC 在美国文化中长大，跟他们父母中国文化背景非常不同。对 ABC 来说，很难在两种文化中找到平衡。有些人会推开中国，What the hell？推开中国文化，也有些人会更努力的了解这种文化。每个 ABC 都有自己的想法，比如他们觉得自己是美国人还是中国人，或者两者都是。So how do you get those away? Whatever. This is like the vocabulary that I want the beginner slash intermediate class to know. Yiming means to immigrate, or it means immigrant. 出生 means born. 流利 means fluent. 文化 means culture. 背景 means background. 努力 means with large efforts, or like trying really hard. And then 了解 means to understand. So these would be good words for you to write down, say a few times. Okay. Then here's some analysis from the essay. These are some skills I would like you guys to know for writing and speaking purposes. So the title of the paragraph is called 美国出生的中国人, which means like Chinese people born in America or American born Chinese. So these are some syntax, sentence structural things that I need you guys to know. 因为所以 hopefully you guys are familiar with this, but if you're not, it's good to know this. It means because and then so. So for example, like I can't think of an example. But if you can use because and so in like an English sentence, you can translate it to Chinese using 因为 and 所以. And then 虽然但是 means even though, however. Right? So these are two very important types of sentence structures that lots of Chinese teachers would like you guys to know. And then here are some transition words that would also be good. Like 因为 means because, 虽然 means although or even though, and then 但 means but or however. So when you're writing a sentence or like a compound sentence in Chinese, you can use these to like combine the sentences or have a smoother transition between them. Okay, so now we're just gonna go back to the essay and translate it. So here, the translation should be on the top. Wait. Here on the top, it should say the sentence meaning here. Okay, if that was too fast for you, we can go by the words slowly. Give me a quick second.
What's the beeping sound?
That is my phone. Don't worry about it. Okay. So if that was too fast for you, we can go again. 美国出生的中国人 means American born Chinese or Chinese people born in America. 美国有很多从中国移民过来的人. So 移民 is one of the new vocabularies that I put on the slides for you. It means to immigrate. So this sentence means, it won't let me click it, or this part of the sentence means there's a lot of Americans who came from China, like who immigrated from China. And then the next sentence says, so then their kids are born in America. Okay? 因为这些孩子是在美国出生的中国人，所以很多人叫他们 ABCs. So then here it says 因为, because there's these kids that are born in America and they're Chinese, a lot of people call them ABCs, right? So here they use a 因为所以 sentence, which means like because and then therefore, like as a result of. Okay. And then the next sentence, 很多美国人认为 ABCs 都会说流利的中文，因为他们看起来很像中国人，但其实并非如此, which means there are a lot of Americans who believe that ABCs can all speak fluent Chinese, right? But no, because they all look like Chinese people. However, this isn't the case, or this isn't really true. 虽然每个 ABC 不一样，比方说有些去过中国学校，但是有很多 ABC 是完全不知道怎么读中文和写中文的。Which means, although all the ABCs are not the same, for example, some went to Chinese schools before, but there's still a lot that still have no idea how to read or write Chinese. Yeah. Here they use 虽然, which means although, and then 但是, which is like however. So that's one of the sentence structures that I asked you guys to know and analyze, right? 大多数的 ABCs 能听得懂中文，可是不太会说, which means a large number of ABCs can understand Chinese and like know how to hear it, listen to it, but they don't know how to speak it, right? 我知道这一点，因为我就是这样的 ABC, which means I know a little bit because I am ABC. So here they use 因为, which is because, which is one of the transitions that I taught you guys, kind of. So final paragraph, ABC 在美国文化中长大，跟他们父母的中国文化背景非常不同, which means these ABCs that grow up in America, like inherit a lot of American culture, which is very, very different from their Chinese parents' culture, right? So 对 ABCs 来说，很难在两种文化中找到平衡, which means to ABCs, it's very hard to find a good like balance, equilibrium between these two cultures, between the American and Chinese culture. So 有些人会推开中国文化，也有些人会更努力的了解这种文化, which means there's some people that would like push aside their Chinese culture and just like vibe, but then there's still going to be some people who like put in large amounts of effort to like go ahead and understand their like culture or like their origin in like China. Yeah. 每个 ABC 都有自己的想法，比如他们觉得自己是美国人还是中国人，或者两者都是。So it says every ABC has their own thoughts or opinions on this. Some think that they're Chinese people, some think that they're American people, and some like think that they're both. Okay, so that's basically what the paragraph means. So we can be done with that. If you ever need to go back at it, translate it, look at some of the words, the link is on the slides, and the slides will be on Google Classroom. I'll post that for you guys like a minute after the lesson ends. Okay, so now we're gonna learn about four-word idioms, or 四字成语. This is just an introduction to it. These are some good things for you guys to be familiar with. So basically, 四字成语, these are 4 words that stand for a phrase, tell a story, or teach a lesson. I don't know who keeps doing the boxes, but like, whatever. Okay, for example, 画龙点睛, which means the finishing touch. You see, those are 4 Chinese characters that like tell a story and like kind of teach a lesson. It means that like after drawing a dragon, you draw the eyes. Like if you want to use it in a modern example, it's like writing an essay, speaking metaphorically, and using 1 or 2 sentences to like point out the main points in key places to like make the content more vivid and powerful, therefore being like the finishing touch. And like if you want to translate it to like a nearby American phrase, it'd be like icing on the cake or like turning stones into gold. That's okay. Another example is 画蛇添足, which means adding too much. This teaches like, it's a very cool analogy. It means like adding feet to snakes when drawing a snake. And the analogy is that doing too much is sometimes redundant. Along with being useless, it could potentially be harmful. What this idiom basically means that you're like working to the point where progression slows and turns harmful. So homework, of course it's optional, but it would be cool for you guys to practice reading the paragraph and familiarizing yourselves with the words and the sentence structures. And further, I think you guys could look up some 4-word idioms and practice using them in sentences or conversation, because when applying to like college admission people or like talking to like AP Chinese teachers, they'd be impressed if you could like use a lot of these 4-word idioms. It'd also be really good for you guys to use them in like essays and stuff. Like if you use 1 or 2 of them in like your AP written session, you'll be good to go, like easy straight up 5. So again, if you have any questions, this is my contact information. And thank you so much for enrolling. Yeah.